So, I'm really excited today because we're going to start doing Go like it's a science experiment. And as a scientist, I am digging that. Absolutely digging that. I have recently seen the third installment to Dwyrin's Back to Basics series. If you don't know what that is, um, it is a video series that he put out. I have the link below to the third one, but if you want to look at the whole playlist, just go on his channel, look at the playlist, whatever, right? Where he plays by a few rules. Those rules are you use basic joseki, you don't fight, you don't get into any sort of fighting game, you deliberately avoid fighting, and you work on like direction of play and good shape. So when you see him play this way, he doesn't read. He tells you what he reads. He's like, oh, I can kill this, but I won't. And plays what looks to be passive moves, but they're very solid moves. And what ends up happening is he's played this against a 2Q. No, I'm sorry, wrong. A 5Q, an 8Q, and a 3-Don? 1-Don? A Dom player on different servers, and he's won every single time. Granted, the Don was a little more advanced. He kind of got fighty there. But against the 5Q, it was really, really interesting. How he was so passive and so relaxed, and just he played direction of play and shape moves. Nothing that a Q player couldn't read. There was nothing in that he played that didn't make sense to any level of Go player. And he just won. I really like that idea. Absolutely love that idea. And so I'm going to see, because a lot of people, the concerns that have been raised on this, that it might be the wrong way to teach Q players, is that because he's so much better than like a Q player would be playing an even game, there's no way we would be able to win if we were playing an even game. The only way this works is if you're sandbagging, if you're playing someone way below your rank. I don't know about that. I don't know about that because he truly is not reading. You can tell. If you watch it, he's not reading. He is reading, but he's not doing the things that he's reading out. He's just doing solid shape, which means to me that his direction of play is so good. And it has a fundamental assertion to it, that direction of play and shape are two of the most important things to learn where to get your points from peacefully when you're trying to get better at Go. And that can, if you exploit those mistakes from other players, deliberately try not to get into fights and do better shape, you can become a lot stronger without having to fight. So that's a really great theory, because we love fighting, everyone loves fighting, but a lot of times the fighting destroys an otherwise good position. Happens to me all the time. So I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to try to record it. So yeah, I am going to experiment with this and see if somebody playing an even game can do this. I think we'll learn a lot, because even if it doesn't work, we'll learn why. Be like, oh, is my direction of play really bad? Did he do something I didn't capitalize on in a peaceful way? Learning this idea, I think will be really cool. What happens? Oh, we got someone. We got a player. All right. Basic play. Basic play, no fighting. Have a good game. Basic play, no fighting. Let's just make sure that we can see the players here, because OBS hates me. And perfect. All right. So no Fuseki. That was the other rule. No Fuseki. Haha, Bat. Nice. I honestly, Bat, I think this could be... You're just not making it easy. Man just doesn't make it easy. Can't have a nice game. Is he stream sniping? Does he know I'm trying to play peacefully? And he just not? Okay, basic, right? We're doing basics here. He's approaching our corner. Unless it's a 3-4, that's when you go under. I don't think that's a thing for 4-4. I feel like it's not. So we're going to back off, and we're going to grab Sente. He'll fill in a corner. I'll make a corner. And it should be like nothing happened, I guess, in the end. So. I look Bieberly tonight. Dude, I don't know what my... I'm using the same camera, and I'm in the same room every day in my life. I don't know what makes me look pale versus not pale. And this shit. Okay. I can't curse on stream. Okay. This is okay. Basic shapes, right? If somebody tries to do this, we disconnect them. We can read ladders, right? Does this go to our opponent's stone? It, in fact, does. So we will not let ourselves get cut here. We are going to do this. Okay. All right, so it's kind of like we're playing a joseki. Okay, that's not sente. That is not sente. We can do something. Going for sauce. Yeah. Extra in the next Twilight movie. I wonder if it's because my window is... the blinds are closed. I don't know. Maybe I've been an engineer too long, and this, like, the skin paleness is starting. My Mediterranean glow is fading. All right. So that happened. That's a thing. But we didn't freak out. Is this sente? Let's think of a basic move, right? Complete surround. Is that sente? We don't want to fight, which means we don't care about life and death, which means we should take a big move and not care about that. So that's what we're going to do. Corner. There it is. He's telling me... Shut up, Ina. Yeah, I did freak out. What do you want to make of it? So right now he's saying that getting out here is worth more than another corner. Which I feel isn't true. Basics, right? Basics. Okay, we're going to want to respond to that. Get ourselves nice shape, I guess. He's trying to, I guess, build this, which is violating the corner side center rule. Corners first, right? We know this. We're not afraid of any shenanigans happening here, I think, right? Should we be scared of a poke, like a peep here? Peeps, we defend. He pulls back. I actually kind of feel semi-scared about that because our group doesn't have any eyes. So strong shapes was the next requirement, right? Let's see. Peep, we defend. Well, then he's got to pull back here to defend his cut point. We can go up, but then he can like make a ton of shape. So I think it's better to make shape right now because this wall isn't actually a wall. It's kind of just a bulky group. So, yeah. Okay. So he's attaching to my corner. I'm going to want to naturally protect it. Okay. We want to keep good shape. Okay. Okay. Should we push one more time? Or are we okay here? We got our corner, right? We should approach another corner. Approach on the largest side as per basics. So let's see how this works. Because we're strong here, that's fine. We could even, I mean, if I go here, that's Sente and stuff. Okay, he's trying to run his group out. Now the question is how to respond to this, right? If we go here, odds are he's going to split us. Also, he totally ignored our corner thing. Completely. Like, completely. I want to go right and attack that now. But, with the rule of corner side center, almost feel like a continuation would be better. Or we can just go full trump and just be like, I built a wall. Can't get out, man. What's more basic here? Technically, that's an enclosure and a pressure at the same time, which would be pretty cool. But he didn't respond to this. How do you follow it up? I guess with a double? I'm responding to that, because, like, that's crazy. Okay. We want to defend with solid shape here. Because still not technically alive. He's trying to attack us? He is trying to attack us? We're trying to not fight. We get the most fighty back. I don't know. Is that a rule? I mean, in his games, he kind of let weak groups go, and it still worked. So I don't quite know what to make of that particular rule. Because he didn't seem to care one way or another if a group was weak in the opening, because he was like corner side center, right? So I'm just like trying to do that. So we don't want to get surrounded, right? So let's, with good shape, come out. Or can we get cut? It's the question we always need to ask ourselves. He plays here. We stop him. He self-Ataris is the only way that can work. Okay. He goes there. We protect. He cuts. So he gets a stone that way, so let's not do that. And so in escaping, we're also making a weak group this way, right? That's a good question, Unearthly Trance. I don't have one right now, but that would be a really cool thing to make, actually. I like that. Exactly, okay. So, right, so do I have Sente, right? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. This group, while strong, I almost feel like we can ignore it, but getting surrounded isn't really attractive, right? To like getting a complete surround here. So we can attach here. This will strengthen our corner and give us Sente, because he has to defend that cut point. Okay. Cut point still exists. So we're going to defend, and that's like Sente. He's going to have to fill that. I'm pretty sure. Otherwise, we break free. He's just not going to fill it. Okay. Okay. No fighting, though, right? We can't do that. What's the most basic thing here? Is splitting, right? So helps our shape out. Stop some other things. He is Tanukiing all over the damn place. Don't want him to ignore that. Hane at the head of 2 stones. Okay, it's okay. This is okay. Yeah. Definitely review it, because this is exactly what I want, right? Because there can be a lot of like Q-ish misinterpretations that happen to these rules. And this is precisely why I wanted to do this, to maybe clarify misconceptions. So let's, we can't fight though. Except now this is like, all right, so let's Atari here. We can keep pushing. Now we're getting a good surround on this group with good shape at the same time. So that's cool. Okay, he's threatening to cut us. We don't want that. So we're going to keep that there. He's making a lot of points here. Kind of sucks. But I think we have good leverage to reduce this. Okay. Okay. Basic parts of this point in the game. Surrounding is valuable. This is an auto capture, though. He can just capture and remove all the Aji, which could help me reduce his top, which I don't want. So I'm going to leave. That's also Sente for this move. This is a great idea because he's like ignoring everything. And so I would love to know how you decide what to attack versus not. So now it looks like we have a pretty awesome Sente move here. Except wait, then he cuts us, doesn't he? Crap. Just realized that. Okay. That kind of sucks. Can we live with this group? Maybe? I play here, he plays there. I go here. I think we misread that because we're not supposed to fight. Ugh. This is failing horribly. Well, it's not really failing. It feels kind of cool to have solid shape and stuff, but I think we misread the whole fact that this could be cut. So I guess the question we need to ask ourselves is, can we survive with this cutoff thing? So if I solidify my capture, he cuts. I mean, I have one eye automatically. Sort of. Actually, not really. I'd have to play this for one eye, and then he can't take my other one. So I don't think we can do this. We can't do this. Unfortunately. But what we can do is strengthen ourselves, right? And make shape. So not really getting into crazy reading. We're only seeing maybe 3 moves ahead at most. If we can't see more than 3 moves ahead, we're just gonna not give a shit. And now we want to exploit weaknesses, right? And we want to make shape. That's the game plan. It's like our dream in life right now. What shapes are good? Table shapes are good. We can start by poking into his stuff here. Jesus Christ. Okay. That's all right. This is okay. Thank you, Unearthly Trans, for following. Welcome. Well, we can read more than 1 move ahead, right? So if we go here and he cuts, we know that we've captured him. So we can do this. Oh, but our shape is so bulky now. We literally tried to make good shape. Like, that was the goal. That was, like, the entire thing. So what do we do when we're trying to make good shape? We attach to stuff, right? It's the, it's kind of the idea here. Oh, somehow this has devolved into a horrible fighting game mess. We're trying to stay basic, though. This sucks. We kind of have an escape route that he just cut off. No fighting is absurdly hard to do. I don't think there's a way we can live with this. I really don't think he can live with this. Give that poke and get more shape for an eye that doesn't exist yet. Okay, well, we can maybe get an eye here. I feel like we like have to fight now, right? Like there's like we're in one. We can't not. We're gonna have to start like playing like really gross moves now. I feel like we might. We got like the worst player to test this out on ever. I think he's sniping the stream and deliberately playing everything that would break these rules. That's okay. Yeah, I have to do a crazy one. May or may not have to cross-cut. Alright, we're cross-cutting. I don't know freaking what else to do. I have... And this is exactly what I want to learn from this, right? How to make good shape if, like, something happens where you get cut off and you need to make good shape. Apparently not this. This is something... This is like textbook what you don't do when you're trying to make good shape. I almost want to resign like right here because this is like... Why would... I'm Italian. I'm not Canadian. Do you see my nose? You see this thing? This thing can supply power to a third world country. Bieber can't even come close to that shit. This would be a great lesson on how to handle someone who's playing completely not what you expect. I feel like our last just a ditch effort is to attack this, get strength here, run this out. Right, we run this out, then we come and extend up here. That might be the only way we can say... Oh, he saw it. Shit. Well, now his group is cut off, right? So now it's like, who can make shape faster? I think he's got better prospects than me. Wow. He's just not going to continue with that. So we're going to surround. Basic. Basic surround, right? Gonna want to keep him from accessing this group. If we have to sack some stuff, that is okay. Don't want to leave the cut points behind. Are we connected here? Yes. So we can extend this way. Okay. We won't be connected anymore. Actually. Plays here. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. We connect. Now it's this versus this, which I think we might be able to oh, I spot a Mii. I spot Mii. Anyone else see it? He plays here, I play there. He plays there, I play there, then play there. Woo! Basic wins again. All right. So now we have to make sure that like nothing weird can happen, right? So our kill doesn't just be sad. I think just cutting here is fine. So we're gonna do it. All right. So we've killed him. Helped our group survive, and not only that, but we have essentially gotten the entire top of the board. Okay, next question. Descend, he goes down, I go there. He Ataris, I have no answer to that. You done good. I don't want to get, like, think that I did this, though, yet. Like, I'm still kind of freaking out. Because, like, this thing, I know 4 groups. I know this is weak, right? So I'm trying to read out if it's better to just extend here and then give him this. But if I do that, he goes down. I suppose, technically, I could just... Okay, so I do that, he goes down, I do there. He Ataris. I have not been... Okay, but did you see what I was playing against? I have a right. I have a right as a citizen of this fine country to freak out, I think. Because now if I go here, he cuts. I Atari. Maybe I shouldn't Atari. What if I just don't Atari? What if I just... He cuts, and then I just do that? Oh. That's much better than Ataring and, like, giving him weaknesses and stuff. Yeah. Okay. We can just not Atari. Why strengthen him? Why? Why do that? When we can just, like, play here and then, like, run over to this guy. You've gotta fight for your right to freak out. If this ends up working, this is just absurd. This entire game was just absurd. Hey, Evolution, thanks for following. All right, so there's the cut. Make or break time, right? If I Atari down, he goes down. I go down. Right? He can keep descending. I keep going. Nope, but then he has more liberties than me after 2 pushes, so I'd have to connect. Then he can come in here and then cut off my group and then descend with that group. Then I've only got 1 liberty, and it's a sad thing. So I am going to jump this way. If I can just grab this, just grab that one, and then be okay with everything else, like, this will be fine. But I just need to make sure. Maybe I should just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. No, I can't do that. This is cray-cray. This is absolute cray-cray. 1, 2. Ugh. Then I'm in a ladder. I have to go 1, 2, and like try to Atari this way. But then if I Atari this way and he extends, then I'd have to do that, that. Okay. Gotta think about basic stuff. This technically, no. Because then ladders, bad things. You have to defend this so our corner doesn't get surrounded now. Okay, if we can just... This is great. Okay, so this isn't an eye at all, which means he needs to make more than 2 here, which I don't think he'll be able to do. Right? Well, this isn't an eye. If he goes here, I'll go, so that's me eye, right? So he just needs to make 2 eyes somewhere in here, which I feel like he can't do. If I play here, he goes there. I go there threatening to resurrect. He has to play here. Then I can capture. I think that works. He'll play here. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, we're done. We're done. We should resign, I think. There's like honestly nothing we can do now because he's captured these 4. I should have just taken that. Damn. I know I wanted to take it. But I was kind of like a catch-22, right? I mean, there's nothing to do now. Can't go here. That's it. That's it. Wow, we were close. Damn it. Could he have made... Here, stop it. Could he have made... think he could have made 2 eyes here, though. Like, pretty easily. That doesn't work either, because, like, this is an eye. Actually, technically, it's not. Now it is. So I would need to go here, 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 here. So I guess technically it still wouldn't have been an eye. Damn. You Skype got it, Bat. You got it. Hold on. Why isn't Skype on? Oh, I shut down my computer. That's why. Alright, well, this is good. This will help other people who are probably thinking the same misconception thing about basic stuff than me.
Hello.
Hey, Josh.
Great, give me control.
You got it.
This was a really great way to get a free lesson, by the way. It's like, I'm gonna try to do these basic things, because he's gonna have to review it.
Right? You won't stay away from that.
No.
All part of the plan.
Okay, I do.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, you started off okay. You went into corners. This is good. He stole corner, so all we need to do now is get Sente, because there are other corners that we want to, try and take for ourselves, because
Exactly.
he doesn't seem to like them. So you can do that. That's fine. That's fine. Arguably, this is probably a little bit better because it hurts the stone, but I don't really care. It's just nitpicking.
Mm-hmm.
You're quite correct. I almost shuddered when you thought that this was going to be Sente. It is not. He is completely alive, so you don't have to play it. But even if you do, it's not the end of the world, because this is just bad regardless. So even if he goes and takes an extra corner here and you take your corner, it's not that bad, but you should definitely have Sente here.
Right.
So that's good. You played here. This is up for grabs. You can answer here or not. I don't mind that you took the corner. That seems to be okay. Now here's where things started to happen that apparently I did not know about. Your exact words here were, "This is not a wall." Why isn't this a wall?
Because we always talk about the Aji that can come from the D6 stone, so it feels somewhat like a liability if it can get surrounded.
But it's still a wall. It's just a stone that's really close to your wall.
I guess so. I thought the peep was the peep, and then the connect would just be, and then I just have like a big bulky group that would have to try to make eyes along the bottom, and then you could strengthen that stone from it.
At worst, what you're saying is this.
Right. And then like something like E6.
And something like E6.
Just to stay connected.
E6. This?
Yeah, just to stay connected, and then like now I've got like no eyes, and he's threatening to surround like everything I have,
but
so I'd have to like.
On the bright side, he's not surrounding you at all. Right?
I guess so. I'd have to crawl though.
You're not crawling. You're on the third line. This is crawling.
Oh, I guess so.
And like this is crawling, right? That's not what we're doing. This is just like, oh, I can still make a base here, so what are you doing to me?
That's okay. I could see that.
Yeah, so the wall is a wall.
Okay.
Now, I will admit, it's okay for you to play here because of the high ahead of 2 and 3 stones. You could get this in Sente.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be relatively okay with that, but I'm still okay with you playing away because I don't actually view this as a threat.
Okay.
In fact, if I played away, I approach him. And he's like, I'm gonna do something horrible to you. Like, if I thought that was possible, I would just play here, because if he does something horrible to me, I have Sente again, so I just keep playing away.
Right. Okay. I don't know. That just looked more dangerous to me than I guess it was. So.
Yeah, very much so. Part of it came down to the fact that you didn't believe this was a wall, when in fact it was. You didn't see that you could still get a base, unless he does something really, really weird. So what happened is you decided to make shape for the wall that you didn't think was a wall.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where things began going badly. But he played here, you did that, which was okay. You can just extend to, I mean, whatever. Now we don't want to be surrounded generally, so I might actually consider playing this, but this might be joseki knowledge? I don't know. Is not being surrounded, I think?
I knew that was a thing, right? Like I was gonna play that, but I wasn't sure if that was like enough of an urgency to warrant not approaching a corner, you know?
Yeah. Here he begins doing something you deem that's not important. I don't really disagree. I mean, that's still pretty good. Um, Now, all we want is to get Sente so we can play this move, so I'd be going after a table shape here if necessary.
Mm-hmm.
What did you go after? You backed off. Why no Hane? Because I trust that you can read that this cut doesn't work.
Right. I knew that didn't work. But I thought he might be able to get more shape for his group if
Not
I
really.
did
This
that.
is-
Okay.
This is just us trying to make... It's a bit of a derpy table shape, but we are still making a table shape.
Okay.
And then he gets to make a bamboo joint, I guess. And then if we still think we need shape here, I would play like one more move.
Mm-hmm.
And if he responded, then I'd say, forget this crap, I'm playing away.
Right.
Because he can have a bamboo joint and third line territory in the bottom. That seems to be okay. You've got potentially, well, you got two corners and one surrounded. So it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see this way you make a little bit here, but we still need to get out.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to get out
Yeah,
with
why did you
like
connect
minimal
this? I'm
touch.
curious. Why did you connect this?
Oh, what
This
was
one
I
confused
reading?
Because by doing this, you say that you can be cut. Can you be
I
cut?
thought he might be able to like start a weird
What co?
I just figured no, like he would take one more stone than he needed to. I didn't feel like it was something
That's not
that-
important.
I guess that's not important. Yeah.
Is it Sente for him to take this down?
No, it's not.
So we don't care.
Yeah. So I was
This
trying
is-
to escape
This
with
is
like
not you playing basic. This is you not wanting to give up anything. And that's a problem. Like, this stone is, like, incredibly small. This is not a large point for him. This is not a large point for you. But you're like, you know what? I just don't want him having one extra point, so I'm going to save myself.
True. Quite true.
So he plays away. Question, can he kill... Well, like, I'm on the fence about this one, because this one is, like, a reading thing. Like, technically, you're going to be fine, but okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Extending up is fine. Responding here is fine. I do wish you would actually Hane once in a while, but that's okay.
I usually do Hane, but I'm trying to minimize, and then that happens when I do. So it's just like, what?
No, that's fine, that's fine. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Now, here's well, so you get to do it anyway. Yeah, I guess you did it. Get to do it anyway. I would... would I? No, I wouldn't. I would just connect. That's fine. So the question is, do you think your group is fine?
Oh.
Can this group live right now? Are we live?
I think so.
You think this group is alive, so we can play elsewhere right now, and it doesn't matter because our group is completely fine?
I think that we can counterattack enough to be okay if he tries to do something.
You can counterattack enough to be okay. Well, I don't want to really do that. I want to take a forcing move instead.
Okay.
And then I just want to make myself fine by surrounding the group that has not defended itself in the last 10 years.
So that is bigger than saving the cutting stone. Okay.
Yeah, surrounding things is really, really basic. I mean, Go is called the surrounding game. So
Right.
if we can surround something, we should just go ahead and do it. So, I mean, this can't really live. It has no forcing moves. Well, I guess it has this. But we don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
We're fine right now. Like, even if he pulls back after that attachment, I'm probably like, okay, whatever, maybe you're fine now, I don't care. I'm just gonna, like, surround this group now. With that or something. That's
Okay.
pretty big.
Black's bottom and middle is like with the capture of that cutting stone though, just
Yeah,
feels so
regrettably-
huge.
Yeah, regrettably, it's because you played slow moves. Like, you could play anything else,
Hmm.
and you'd be fine. But instead, you essentially passed. Like, he played here, you passed, and then he gets to play again.
That's like super frustrating that like I took Sente against him like 5 times because of his slow moves,
Mm-hmm.
and then I make one slow move.
Yep.
And then like that's the problem.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Oh.
That's the problem right there. Let's see. You can see that anywhere on the board, actually. Where else could we see that? Can you see that example in this game? Hard to say. But I've seen completely well, kind of related. I've seen instances where people thought, for example, that doing even simple things like protecting here is too small, but then they get caught and then they're kind of in trouble because the corner just got out and it's going to get really large.
Mm-hmm.
So despite the fact that they were right responding here, despite the fact that they were right and, surrounding things okay, they might play one move that they shouldn't, and then, yeah. Because they only have to get right once.
Yeah. Goes a pretty like tough game like that.
Yeah, it's annoying. I don't know why we play it. Maybe we should play checkers instead.
Much more forgiving.
But yeah, need to know the shapes they're making. That's definitely. Because, like, that's back off doesn't really do a lot for you. And in fact, he could keep playing this way if he really wanted to. And just keep... Oops, not that. But getting a wall this way, so you would never, ever, ever be able to actually do much besides crawl.
Right.
This is usually in reserve for, let's say he didn't have... Go away. Nope, not that either. But let's say he didn't have this. So if he kept crawling, then we could go and, like, Hane back here because he didn't defend and connect up. So we can do that. But yeah, usually, I mean, if they attach to you, Hane seems okay, especially since this doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, a bit of a slow move there, sadly. And because of that, there was all of this. However, you did have a chance to redeem yourself, because this round is enormous.
That is true. It's pretty big. And there's still Aji on the right to sort of reduce the center-ish.
Oh yeah, as you pointed out earlier, or later, or at some point or another, this is a big thing. And this is going to be a big thing too, because there's really no way of saying I'm going to defend this and not just die. So yeah, you have a lot of opportunity here, but okay. Question: are we behind enemy lines?
That's I want to say yes.
That would be a good thing to say because we are absolutely behind enemy lines. This is like the thing.
Yeah.
So we want to get out from enemy lines, right?
Yeah, K11.
So that's jumping deeper into the jaws of death.
Right. I was trying to aim at something that had to do with Q7. I was hoping that would be like...
So you're trying to kill him?
Just get him to respond one more time so then I can go out.
Let's just get the hell out of here. We're behind enemy lines. Let's leave. Yeah. Not like, you know what? I want to fuck something up. Like, come here. I'm going to kill you. And he's like, no, you're surrounded. I'm going to kill you.
Yeah. Well, those are all good points. So.
Yeah. And even here, I'd be like, I hope this is Sente because I want a 2-space jump out of here immediately. I might even, I don't know, at this point, we have to, like, go back and, like, to flailing, because we're completely surrounded, we did things that we shouldn't have done, and now, anything and everything to get out of here, pretty much.
Yep, that's what I was feeling. I was like, I can't play controlled anymore. There's no way.
No, everything's gone downhill. We've made too many mistakes.
Okay.
So yeah, this is just shapeless. I mean, I think maybe you could live, I don't know. Ish.
Feels horrifying.
Maybe this is a thing that we can play, because if he plays here, I think maybe we're okay, because we can our way out of that. So we can try something along the lines of this, to get at least one eye-ish. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea if we can live here. Just
So I was like, okay.
You could have killed him.
I know. And I had the right basic idea, too, right? Like, leaning attack. To attack the middle one.
I think this one's what you're looking for, by the way. This is the more dangerous move. Because when they cross-cut, we need to defend our weaker stone, correct? So the weaker stone is the stone that he can actually kill immediately.
Oh, I literally just wanted more stones to attack the center group. I wasn't even thinking about that stone.
Oh, yeah. At this point, I'd be thinking I just want him to die. But yeah, this was good. The thing is, you actually, do you? Yeah, you actually have it now, is the thing. Because if he plays this, then that leads into an Atari, right?
Oh yeah.
And if he does this, then he's surrounding himself.
Oh yeah. Wow. Stupid.
So yeah, the Atari is slightly not needed, but this is actually pretty good. And you were right that this actually does work. And okay, this was a little bit weird. I thought that you probably ought to back off here, and then if he gets a bamboo joint, you just don't care.
Hmm.
Because he's probably going to be alive. But your way actually does work as long as you realize it's 3-3, and then you realize that you need to realize that we're going to throw in first because that's threatening a capture and a link up of K14. Then we get to play here. This is actually an important sequence because when he plays here and cuts, what I'm going to do is play here because I don't care.
Hmm.
Because if he's threatening to cut this point, he has to take, right?
Right. Right.
And then now what?
Right.
He's going to be in a little bit of problems.
Was that?
Oh, yeah,
your...
you can
Yeah.
do this up to where? Here, here, here. Yeah. I think. Did it work at this point?
Now now that it has two. Now my group has two. Which might be one short.
We're still okay. I think we're still okay. And I think we're gonna do this to be okay.
Hmm.
Because all we need is 3 liberties.
That's true.
Takes, we're gonna Atari or semi-Atari.
Right. They do any other move, then we Atari, and then Atari. Yep. Yep.
It's difficult, but it did work. Here works too, though. I think we need to play this for it to work, however. This Atari is really, really big. Because now when he extends, it's not as disasterful for us.
That's true. That looks a lot nicer than 4. Well, I can't believe that one stupid slow connect.
Yeah.
Bled into all of that crap.
Yep. You did have a way out of it, though. To be fair, you had a way out of it. You could have surrounded him, but it did. Actually, it's a little bit 2 things. It wouldn't be as bad if we hadn't if we'd come out first and not let him surround us.
Yeah.
Because this is him being able to surround. Okay, whatever the movie played. 31 was it? No, somewhere around here ish. Yeah, that one. That one allows him to surround our entire corner. We don't usually want to be surrounded. That's
right.
We want to come out first if at all possible. But yeah. To be fair though, no, it started here because we could come out this way. We could come out first in this area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then seeing the counterattack, it was kind of. Anyway, and this actually.
Oh, that. Yeah,
too.
Yeah, that.
If this actually had come out, then okay, he's got the bottom territory, but that's it for the moment, so it's not that bad.
Right. And one of those 2 things.
Like so much to worry about. I mean, he's got he doesn't want this to be surrounded. I mean, this is a cut point he's got to worry about. I don't know what these 3 stones are doing. These ones don't really have an eye solidified yet, so there's like 4 different problems on this board, and you have 2. You've got well, actually no, you have 1. That's group in the center. I don't think A is going to be a problem right now with this much in trouble.
Yeah. I was. Yeah.
We have emergency moves right now. Like we can say, "I'm going to kill you," and if he says no, then you say yes because, well, you can make an emergency base in here to live if you really need one. It's disgusting and crude, but I guess the job done.
Right.
But yeah,
Cool.
that slow move was a very big tell. You were you were not aware that the wall is actually a wall, and you responded to it as if it was. You responded as if as if we're just like looking at this shape and nothing else exists.
Yeah.
And we're just trying to make this thing have shape. But no, it's like a wall. So you can do a lot more. So that's the first problem. And then after you got into a little bit of a problem, you decided not to go with anything. You're like, well, I don't want to Atari my one stone that has no bearing in the fight at all. I'm just going to connect here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any questions about the game?
No, that pretty much covered it. I think that was really cool. It was really interesting. Always looking for the big moves, and like as we can see, you know, it was.
And it showed a really big gap in your play too. Like you actually have something that you can. It's easy to look for in your games that you can work on.
Exactly. It really like highlighted, you know, what really the mistakes are. Because I think that like in general, like on equal terms, my fighting is like pretty good. Like I understand like you get strength somewhere else to attack something else. I would say my reading is like decent enough, but I definitely think my ability to handle a group that's behind enemy lines, not good.
Yeah,
at all.
Jumping deeper. It's like, oh yeah, let's just keep crawling into his mouth. This is a good plan.
It's because my style has been. I've been trying so many different things. My style keeps changing. Before, like maybe a month and a half ago, I would be making the giant frameworks that my opponent would be into. Like they'd be behind my enemy lines, and I would never get into that position. But now I'm trying to play more territorially.
You need to be able to do that. You need to work on that kind of thing in your game.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thanks.
All right. So what's up next?
I want to jump back on and just try another one.
All right,
personally.
good luck. I will be lurking.
All right. Sounds good.
Yep. See ya.
See ya.